Breaking news, everyone. We just got a handful of very interesting influencers defending Hassan. We also got excuse number 10. We also got 4K evidence that Valkyrie might have lied to us when it comes to Hassan and Asmongold. An influencer line? Shocking. Some of you may say rents cannot be that high. Guys, we're literally living in 2025. A lot to talk about here. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. We're getting close to 600K. Be part of the journey and I will love you forever. And I promise I will not shock my dogs ever. Let's get into a few interesting people defending Hassan. So there's this person who goes by Vanilla Maze, defends Hassan in Collargate. Of course she does. This is influencer number 5. I think I replied to this, right? Just by looking at her, I know her opinion is extremely invalid. I don't remember typing that. AI.
Yes, I saw the Hassan drama. It makes me want to go like this.
Alright, I'm not watching this clip, dude. Anyone that makes stupid faces should automatically be fucking nuked from the internet.
People that want Hassan fucking dead were like, he used a shot caller and he's abusing his fucking dog. Okay, there's a video of Kaya, Hassan's dog. She's sitting in her dog bed. Hassan's like ranting about something, and then Kaya gets up and he's like, Kaya, like lay down, like lay back down. And then Kaya yelps, like whatever, Kaya lays back down. The lengths that people are going to see, they're like editing his picture and turning up the fucking contrast where he showed the collar to be like, no, look, he put tape over it to fucking...
I wonder how dumb she feels knowing that the tape thingy was real. I mean, if you guys saw my video yesterday, you know that QT Cinderella, Ludwig's girlfriend, literally said that it was taped. But they were calling us paranoid and weird and creepy and stalkers and no-lifers. But no, that is confirmed. I'm not lying. I'm not pulling this out of my ass just to be like, look, Hassan, be shocking. It is confirmed that that device was taped. And we got direct confirmation from, once again, one of Hassan's friends. It's like, at this point, I'm wondering, is Hassan paying people to... Okay, now that's a little crazy. I'm talking nonsense.
As somebody who's met fucking Kaya, because all these people on the internet, I'm like, I fucking met that damn dog. That dog is like the sweetest fucking dog ever. And she's like the happiest girl in the fucking world. That dog is living lavish. Like, y'all wish you lived Kaya's life. Like, it's that dog is spoiled like a fucking motherfucker. And then also people who are like, well, he's on stream so long every day, and then the dog just has to lay there all day. I'm like, hey, and what about y'all's dogs when y'all are at work? Like, he gets off the stream, I'm sure that he goes and does shit with the dog. Like, why do we go so hard? Like the lengths that I've seen people go to try to prove this point. Do this with the Jeffrey Epstein fucking files. Like, why are we, like, literally, like, I'm like, holy fuck.
Oh my god, not another one of these comments. Jesus Christ. Okay, at this point, I don't want to sound paranoid, but I wouldn't be surprised if in a few years we get the Hassan files and it just like, he sent this script to legitimately all of his influencer friends. Yo guys, I'm getting hate for being a retard. Come out and defend me. Because everyone has the same talking points. The dog is spoiled. She lives a better life than you. I wish we were paying this much attention to the genocide. In this situation, this person didn't say the genocide. She said the Jeffrey Epstein files. You know, we could be concerned at 3 things. We could be like, yeah, you know, we need those files released. We were supposed to get him almost a year ago. We were promised we were going to get the files, but now we're not. So I think that's a valid criticism to give. Millions of people are waiting for them. You could be mad about that. You could be extremely critical that we were told, yeah, we're going to get these files. If I'm president, it's been almost a year. No files have been released. We could also be mad at the genocide. Very bad thing. War equals bad. I know. Brave and stunning thing I'm saying, right? Innocent people dying, not very epic. And you could also be upset at a dog potentially getting shot. And at this point, is it even potentially? These people think there's only one way to go about stuff. Or you could only criticize or be mad at one thing at the time. Honestly, the reason why I think people think like this is because they're dumb and they actually can only be mad at one thing at the time. It's like they don't have enough space in their brain. Stop watching TikTok and, you know, pick up a book or something. Book good, phone bad, remember. Someone says, the wife beater didn't beat his wife around me. And it's been day 7 and we still have gotten no response. We still haven't gotten any response to this. And it's very funny how these influencers who are coming out to defend Hassan have yet to mention this. This is literally Kaya off stream, dude. If you knock on her head, there would be an echo. Another victim of Hassan's shock collar. There we have influencer number 1 coming to the rescue, guys. I gotta go and defend my favorite socialist. And here we have influencer number 2. This is Caroline Kwan. So I looked her up. She has 30,000 subscribers. I don't know, is she a Twitch streamer? Let's call it 40, right? She has 40,000 subscribers. My new best friend. Oh, yeah, definitely a new industry plant for sure. Let's see what Hasan Orbiter number 10 has to say about this. I'm sure it's not going to be biased.
I know it probably doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter what I or anyone else says, but it's not a shock collar. I've seen that collar. I've used that collar before. I've babysat that dog. But again, it doesn't matter. I also said too, you know, I think it was something Hassan didn't realize in the moment that it was going to end up being a shitstorm like this. And so when it happened and people were mentioning in chat, he just did not address it because he, as I said, didn't think this was going to be the result. But I have texts between myself and Boy, who was watching Kaya after I watched Kaya, where I was like, oh, this is the collar. You don't have, you know, she doesn't even wear it most of the time. It's when she's in the house. She has really good recall, like her training, et cetera, et cetera. But it does not matter because it just, as I said, people just dig their heels in even more. It's frustrating.
Guys, am I going to believe the girl who is an industry plant, a girl who is a wannabe influencer, a girl who, oh look, she's worked with QT Cinderella and Hassan before. And look at this, QT Cinderella podcast. Oh my god, here we have them again in an episode of Hassan's reactions. Guys, I don't have to spell it out for you. Do you think these people who legitimately eat out of Hassan's palm, do you think they're gonna turn on him? Do you think they're actually gonna tell the truth? Interesting how the worst people alive are defending the worst people alive regarding animal abuse. Really makes you think. I don't trust any of you people. Now we get an update to the story. Hassan says Kaya didn't have the collar on during the OG incident and that the shock collars aren't illegal, but she did. You later on showed us the collar on stream a day later, whether that was the real one or not. You showed us the collar once again, but now you're saying she didn't? Okay, I gotta see this clip.
Third group of people are the ones who are like, look at this clip, look at that clip, look at this clip. Like, it's obvious he's moving his arms around. Like he's fucking constantly in a state of zapping. And they've moved away from the initial conversation, which was that, like, she didn't even have that collar on to begin with. And the only reason why I showed the collar was because people were clipping other instances. First of all, are any of the collars illegal? No. Even in the maximalist position, even if what like the people that are claiming are just like a significant threat or whatever, like I've said this already, e-collars that have shocking components that feel like a TENS machine, which I've used on myself in the past because, you know, I'm around dogs that have been trained with that and use it, is not only is it not illegal, but it's also straight up used in the e-fencing for people, and it's used in the training of like dogs in general.
So which one is it, Hassan? Just tell us the truth. At this point, the dog had no collar on during the incident. It's like, why does he keep lying? Dude, this is like lie number 10 at this point. That didn't happen. And even if it did, it wasn't that bad. And if it was, not that big of a deal. And if it is, it's not my fault. And if it was, I didn't mean it. And if I did it, you deserved it. Pretty much, this is legitimately Hassan's whole argument. I didn't do it. But if I did, not that bad. I mean, but if I did, it's not even illegal. So, but I didn't do it. But just in case. Also, I just remember, wasn't one of the first things that Hassan said was, oh, the claw got stuck, and then he switched it to it vibrates. But then if it vibrates, then it has a collar, but you just said it didn't have a collar. Hassan, you're cooked, all right? Even you can't keep up with the amount of lies you're telling us. There's this post that says Hassan gets called out by a 40-month subscriber.
Meanwhile, right-wing figures are literally doing rapes, okay?
What?
They're doing rapes. And nothing matters. On the right, it don't matter. This isn't to say that, like, there shouldn't be a limit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, be a little bit more, exercise a little bit more critical thought.
What is even Hassan about?
Then be better yourself. Maybe have a dog and it not be a part of your persona if you don't want to fucking question when you're evasive. You're no different than the GOP. You're a 40-month subscriber and you think I'm like the grand old party because I won't just sit there and be like, you guys are right. I'm actually abusive to my dog. This is unironically what I was talking about. Like, please exercise a little bit of critical thinking. Just a little bit. Just for like a second.
AKA, if you guys ever not agree with me blindly and follow me like a cult leader, you're a retard. You're kind of retarded, dude. That is pretty much what Hassan is saying here. For a fan of almost 3 years to call you out and for you to be so dismissive of it, the Hassan cult is real.
And I think you will realize that maybe you're not behaving correctly about this. Because if you're a 40-month subscriber, you've been here long enough that you know this is ridiculous.
Maybe you're not behaving correctly about this. Thank God he didn't have the remote in his hand while saying that. These are your own fans calling you out, and your response to that is, behave better, and you're blocked. It's like, what? Yeah, no wonder bro doesn't grow. He lives in an echo chamber. And guys, I didn't lie. I did save the best for last. And that is saying a lot considering all the stupid people we've seen just in this video alone and all the let's just call it what it is. Let's call a spade. All the stupid shit people have been saying. I think somehow Valkyrie takes the cake.
Ray, the hate you're getting right now is crazy after reaching to Asmin. Guys, listen, I don't agree with many things that he says, but I was looking for an LSF Reddit expert. I asked 2 people. I asked Nick and Asmin, and they both said to not respond to the thread because I didn't know if it was a good idea or not. Like, I don't know, man. I just wanted advice because I didn't know what to do. I'm just gonna get hate no matter what I do, bro.
Now, if you've been keeping up for a minute, because just a few days ago, when she was apologizing to her insane fan base for, and I might get canceled for this, guys, but for daring to reach out for help and ask Asmongold how to deal with this, when she was apologizing and crying to please her freaky ass fans, she was like, oh yeah, man, I should have done my homework. I should have done my research on what this Asmongold guy says. But now we have this video of you saying you didn't agree with him, so you knew the stuff he was saying. There's no consistency here. All of these people are lying straight to your face and seeing how far they could push it before you actually realize they're playing you. Yes, Valkyrie knew exactly what Asmongold was saying, yet when she was getting backlash, she was like, nah, I don't know what he was saying. I gotta do my research, you guys. Anyways, enough yapping. Subscribe to the channel or you support animal abuse. Bye.
At the end of the day, it is my fault for not being aware enough, and I apologize to my community. It was probably so hurtful and so jarring. I'm under a rock, and that's my fault. So I think everyone, including myself, should be more aware of, you know, what's going on in the world and what people are saying. Ray, the hate you're getting right now is crazy after reaching to Asmin. Guys, listen, I don't agree with many things that he says,